Welcome to the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast. Your boy Matt. Joe calling people off his ass. Spellen, baby. Joe just butt dialed the shit out of somebody, yo. If you got butt dialed by Joe today, and he doesn't even know who he butt dialed. If he butt dialed you, that's a big butt dial. That's a donkey butt dial right there. We're going to call that voluptuous butt dial. All right, today we're doing an important series. Joe tight up here. The juicy butt dial. All right. Today we're doing the important series of the Lovely Important Nonsense Podcast. We're going to be answering a few questions that has come in about being a business owner or being an entrepreneur from a reputable source. You feel me? Like someone who's been in the game for 10 plus years. You feel me? Like somebody who's been doing this for a minute. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit off my wagon right now. I'm actually having a little fun. I haven't been in front of the camera in a while. I feel like I'm reborn again. All right. When I'm off camera, I'm weird. You know what I'm saying? I like the Matthews on camera. Off camera, these people freak me out. Okay, Cat always got this. Anyway, it's not the nonsense episode. We're not gonna bring that type of stuff up. Can we get the first question going to my producer, Cat?
Yeah. So, what are some mistakes that you have made along the way in your business?
So the first question is, what are some mistakes I made along the way in business? First, let's just say this. Let me stop moving this chair because this chair got a whole voice of its own. Let's just say in business, mistakes not. Let's not move. The chair stopped squeaking. In business, mistakes not only will happen, it needs to happen. Okay? Because the only way to know how to guide yourself in and out of situations when it comes down to this game, mistakes need to be made. It's almost like you're dealing with another life. Put it that way. And this life need to learn experiences. And those experiences suck sometimes, all right? A lot of them suck. Like, almost like when you learn how to walk. You didn't want to learn how to walk. Probably didn't want to do it. But you did it. That's kind of what business is like. You got a lot of things has to happen for other things to happen. That means there's some sucky things. So, what was it like? So, what was the question? The question was, what were some mistakes I made? I made a few mistakes. I'll tell you one. A big mistake I made was listening to too many people. That's a big mistake you can make when it comes down to your business. Sometimes not listening to someone may hurt you, but sometimes listening to too many people could hurt you also. Everyone telling you that there's always gonna be someone doubting you. There's always gonna be someone telling you, nah. It will fuck with you mentally. It's okay, Listening to the wrong people will F up your business. So yes, you have to kind of like protect your mental in a way when you go into this damn game. Protect yourself at all times. People are sharks. People are sharks, and when you go into this, you can't sit there and think that people aren't sharks. You gotta have some type of backbone when you're running your own. When you're providing for yourself. Let's not even say running a company. When you're providing for yourself or for others in this manner, you have to grow a backbone. It has to be a backbone. You can't, and you got to think of it like another life. This thing's another life. This your baby. You can't let people fuck with your baby. Everybody's going to tell you how to raise your kids. You know what I'm saying? But only you can raise it, At the end of the day, don't listen to too many people. Listening to too many people, I would say, push me back a year or two. Because everybody had an opinion. Everybody knew how to execute it for me. Everybody knew how to do it for me. And then you start thinking about, like, who am I listening to? These people don't even have their own thing going. Like, why am I listening to this person? Or, it's another one. Copying. Don't be afraid to do it. Sometimes trying to be too separated and I'm a fucking genius artist type of person who you could create you're the one that knows how to turn the water into wine. You're gonna be the one to figure it out. You want to be the one to figure it out so you won't go and hell. You won't ask. Nah, dude, there's people that did this shit already. Copy what the fuck they did. All right. And then put your own spin on it. Copy. Copy. Just copy. If you don't know what to do, copy. It's all right. It's the one in business is the one time plagiarism is okay. Look at Amazon. Amazon don't do shit but take other people's shit and sell their shit. It's like this is the biggest guy. And then they sell their own version of that shit. Like it's copy. Fuck it. Like, fuck it. What are you gonna do? You gonna reinvent the wheel? You? For what? Like, for what? Let's make this money. Fucking money, yo. Anyway. Like, don't be afraid to be like, yo, if Johnny down the block had a popping business plan, take his fucking business plan. Take it. Shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna get mad at you? Like, oh, you took my idea. Yeah, motherfucker. And I'm doing something else. like, take the business plan, yo. I had to learn that the hard way. I just don't too much individualism. You get what I'm saying? Too much individualism in business is not good. You cannot be. You think people sit at a cubicle because they're individuals? No, they're all the same motherfuckers sitting behind that stupid cubicle looking. Can I transfer your call? They're all the same people, right? You know, copy the business model. Fuck all that.
You ready for the next question?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What is the hardest decision you've had to make as a business owner?
The hardest decision I had to make as a business owner was to break relationships. Break relationships. Again, this is your baby. You need to do what's best for it, even if it sucks for you. You know, it's just that simple. You know, the hardest thing you do is sometimes you have to tell people to go fuck themselves. You know, in a very you could do it in a very respectful way, or you could do it in a disrespectful way, like I do sometimes. You know, that's one of the hardest decisions I have to make is like when you have to break relationships. Sometimes you're working with someone and they're not doing the job, but they're a great person. You know, you like them. You know, remember everybody's sharks. You gotta steel up the chest, man, and be like, look, I like you, but you gotta get the fuck up on my face because the job is more important, or your company's more important than personal relationships and stuff like that. Family members, gotta stop talking to some of them. Some of them are doubters. Can't talk to them when you're working. Can't talk to them. I don't. There's family members I don't even speak to, or we don't even talk. I don't talk to them about nothing. They got nothing. As soon as they bring up work, I change the subject. I don't have nothing to talk to you about what I gotta do. What I do. I don't want your opinion. I don't need your opinion unless you're doing something equally or better than me. I don't want to hear it. And then I would probably recognize that and ask you anyway. You know? Sorry, my phone. I'm popping today. My phone out here with no condom on, disrespecting me. It's my next interview. I apologize. Got to do it. What's the next one?
Okay, so another question is this one's a little.
Okay, we got another question.
If this failed, so what you're working on right now, would you regret having taken this path?
If this failed, would I regret taking this path? No, because this path gave me a purpose. It gave me income. It fed me. It fed my family. You know, so if it failed, then I probably moved on to something else by that time, and I took the lessons that I learned from this and brought it on to another project. But at the end of the day, if it fails, doesn't mean I failed. It just means that I got to move on and do something else. Okay, failure is part of it. Sometimes, honestly, you'll fail in like 4 or 5 companies before you freaking get one that just really sticks. You know, I know guys that are in their 50s, they're really well off. They're telling me when they started, they had like 2 other companies when they started, employees and everything. And it just fucked up and failed. And you know what they did? They picked up their shit and they started something else and they did something else. And because the experiences that you get on the job anyway, was always gonna be able to push you to something else. You know what I mean? Like there's no way that you're gonna be a car washer and not freaking learn some things about cars on the job if you've been doing it for a while. Um, like so you can always take something and maybe you're not a car washer no more. Maybe you learned something about interior. You started something else. I know one gentleman. I'm not sure if I could say his name, but I know one gentleman. He said he used to sell cars. He started off with 3 cars. He said he wasn't moving it fast enough. He finally sold one car, and then bought. He sold his last car, bought a freaking those big ass lawnmowers, and started a landscaping business. That was successful about 3 4 years. Had employees and everything. That went under. He started something else that he learned from the landscaping business. He did windows, and he climbed on top and did gutters and all that shit. All that stuff he learned from landscaping. He had no idea how to do any of that. I'm not saying he didn't know how to wash a window or shit like that, but he started taking a lot of his experiences that he learned from the other companies he ran, and took him on to took it to something else until he finally got to something that he's been making about 6 7 figures off of, and he's been living comfortable ever since. So I mean, there's gonna be failures. I expect to fail. I'll probably fail. I probably failed probably like 5 times already, in this one company by itself. But you would never know that because it's all about your attitude and how you act and how you move. You know. What's the next one?
What are some attributes you look for in employees?
Attributes I look for in employees. Just a hustle. I like people who hustle. If you gonna work with me, if you are about to hustle, then I'm with you. Just don't hustle me. So try to hustle me because then we're gonna be a problem. But most of the time, like, cause I'm a mover, I like get things done and getting the fuck out of there. And I just expect someone to be doing the same thing. I don't want nobody. I don't like lollygagging. When it's time for work, we work. And when it's not time, we bullshit and we talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you got the hustle, I'm cool with it. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that. Oh, I want you to be ambitious and all this other. Hey, that might not be your thing. You like the hustle? Let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not asking you for much. You know, that's pretty much it on that. I don't. It ain't gotta be special. I don't got an application in front of me and being like, oh, do you have 2 years of experience? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I swear. I think Elon Musk said if best. He said he no longer asks if college. He said he doesn't put college on his application anymore because he doesn't think it's special anymore. He's like because all the great brilliant minds didn't either dropped out of college and started their own thing. He was like, I don't even think. Well, he's made a joke. He said, did Shakespeare even go to college? You know what I mean? Whatever. So I don't know. I just like the hustle mentality. Somebody like to get it. I'm all getting it. Hook me up with the deal too. Don't be stingy. You feel me? I don't like people who's stingy. Don't work next to me and don't put me on. It's a sad day when people don't put you on. Sad day. Oh, you can ask me. I was gonna keep talking until the next question came.
How do you determine your business ideals?
How do I determine my business ideas?
Ideals.
Ideals? How do I determine my business ideals? Okay, this is what happens. I go to sleep, I wake up, and I get an idea.
Ideas. Ideals.
What do you mean ideals? You see, look. This is how stupid you could be and be a business owner. What do you mean by ideals? Apologize there.
So like basically like your core
I know what it means, but I'm just trying to like understand how you
Oh
were.
my God, your core values.
Oh, so okay. So how do my
How do
ideals?
you
Okay, I get
define
it.
your ideals?
You know, I haven't
Your
heard
core
somebody
values.
use that in a sentence in a
Because our
while.
followers are educated.
Yeah, so a lot of our followers are educated, so maybe I should teach. Let me actually talk like I had
Yeah,
like
you
an
know what?
education.
Let them talk.
Um,
Your
my
ideals.
ideals of the current state of my company. No, let me stop. My the ideals. I don't know. I just like to be. This is what I think. You want to treat people the way you would like to be treated. It's the old school saying, right? Old school saying is treat people the way you want to be treated, right? So that's what I try to do. I try to treat people the way I would like to be treated. First off, there's a reason why I never went to the military. Don't scream at me. That's one. See, things like that. You know, I'm not a scream at you type of trainer. You know, I'm not because I don't want nobody screaming at me. So I like to understand what's going on. You know, my worst fights when I was fighting was the ones where I couldn't hear my corner, not because they were like bad. They were screaming, and I was more worried about what they're screaming than them just fucking telling me the instructions. All right, just be like, yo, Matt, move your left leg over. I bet. You know what I'm saying? That'd be better for me. Man, move your fucking leg. I don't like that. I don't like that. What is it? Why is he cursing at me? Why is I'm in the middle of a cage like hitting this guy? Like, why is he cursing at me? Like, I got too much. I don't know what he's saying, and my leg's not moving. So, treat people the way you want to be treated. Try to be honest with people. I try not to sugarcoat a lot of stuff. I know if I'm getting paid for a service, I try not to. I try to be truthful with them. Try to be as honest. There are people who get paid for this service. They're not completely honest. They're trying to get your money, so they'll just tell you things that you want to hear. So you assume that you're getting all this. So I try to be truthful. Hey, yo, mama, this not working for you. Let's switch it up because we're trying to get results. We're not trying to get not trying to bullshit. Unless you're just into like BSing, then whatever. You know, sometimes some people just want to get a little sweat and get out of there. They don't give a fuck how their form is and stuff. Well, I'm cool with those people too. You know, I actually like those people, honestly. They come in, they be like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. As long as I don't get hurt. So I just guide to make sure they don't get hurt. You know, but try to be truthful with people. And expect what you would expect from yourself. That's it. That's my ideals and values of this company. You know, stay fucking bulletproof, baby. Be as hard as you can. I'm like, our whole idea and philosophy is to try to create a hard mind. You know, at the end of the day, all this working out is trying to get your mind to be as hard as possible. All right, because when your mind is hard, your body gonna do whatever the fuck you tell it to do. But you gotta have that mindset that's make it hard. So we do like things that like forces you to adapt. To like, we want your body to like adapt to like time under pressure, progressions, things like that. That's a little bit more challenging to your mind. Yeah, that's gonna force your mind to kind of like break in a way, or force you to say I quit, and you have to fight that feeling. So that's what our real main goal of Bulletproof really is to just to get you a sharper and stronger mind. So when you are doing these hard things, like they're not so hard, because it's like this is a momentary thing, and it's gonna pass because I'm gonna make it pass, and that's it. Give me one more, and I'm gonna rock off.
Okay, how do you generate new business ideas?
How do I generate new business ideas? Well, you could be fortunate like me and get a producer like Cap, and that's one, because it does get to a point that you're doing this and you're not like you just don't you get stuck. You do get stuck. And all and if you are one of those people who have like a lot of projects under your belt, like me, I got the podcast, I have Bulletproof, I have my own personal things, the family life and stuff like that. You can get someone to come help you get these ideas. or get your numbers and stuff like that together and help you balance out a nice business plan. If not, if you're like, fuck it, I'm working on a tighter budget than that, Big Matt, no problem. Again, go the copy method. Go check out people who are in your industry and see what they're doing. Like, go to one of your favorite people in this industry and go, hey man, what you doing, bro? And see how they're rocking out, and then try to get some ideas off of that. I know sometimes when you do your type of trade or your type of work or your type of business, it gets a little annoying to go home and then like redo the thing. But if you really care about your company, it becomes an all day thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. It becomes like an obsession. It becomes something that you can't sleep and without thinking about or whatever. And you're gonna have to figure out your times with your families and all that other stuff that has nothing to do with me, because we all have to go through that whole situation. This what you're gonna do though is you're trying to find inspiration through other people's inspiration. That's it. Don't be afraid to copy. Everybody will tell you something different. Don't be afraid to copy. It's 2021. The wheel's been invented. Do it, copy it, and then put your own spin on it. And then that's when you'll find the next level or the success that you would like to be on. Guys, thank you very much for being on the important series of the lovely Important Nonsense podcast. It was your boy, Matt Spellen. And we out.